I will let you know. And we are live. And don't worry, Andy, I'm going to do the introduction so everyone can understand that we have our new members presentation. We are live, guys. And sorry about that. It's a little bit difficult for me to handle the stream today because I'm on my mobile. But it's going to be okay because most of the work will be done by our new members and the companies who joined the BGA. So I'm super happy to learn more about them. So starting with you, Andy A. So the first Andy to come to the chat. So Andy from the RCT game, super happy to have you. If you can introduce yourself and the company, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, happy to. Yeah, thanks, Fav. Yeah, great to join. It was amazing to join the BGA, and yeah, happy to tell you about us. We are a small studio and actually building our first gaming title. There are two of us, two co-founders. Me, my background mostly in engineering, mathematics, and then I spent 5 years building various NFT collections. We've been working with many great artists and had lots of success in this on this market, and trying to experiment with dynamic NFTs and build a lot of collections that kind of like have a gaming element. And that naturally brought me into gaming, and I thought, okay, instead of doing like art collections with some gaming element, let's maybe do like game with some art element. And that's how we started. And Josh, my co-founder, he has DeFi background, and he was building protocols, and he was CTO in a couple of big DeFi projects, and that's why we're building fully on-chain game as well. So like this is kind of yeah, well, this is why we're together, and that's why we're passionate on what we're building. And the game that we are working on right now is a very special one. You probably have not seen anything like this ever before, and it's very experimental, but we love the concept. I'm happy to tell you more about it.
Yeah, as soon as I can see you sharing the screen, I'm going to be able to share it to everyone.
Okay, I'm doing this in a second. Can you see?
Yes, let me push it on stage. Yeah, here you go.
Okay, the Oct. Yeah, so like our idea with the game is like, can game be like Web3 on-chain, ideally fully on-chain, but at the same time interesting and for the mass audience. And we came up with the concept of the Oct. So what's the Oct? I'll show you the game. It's in beta right now. Can you see my screen? Can you see the game?
Yes, perfectly well.
Okay, perfect. So there's a huge alien object that came to Earth, and initially people thought that it possessed any threat, but they quickly understood that it's more of a gift from a distant civilization. And this object consists of multiple layers, like a giant onion, and there are treasures hidden in the center of the object and all over its layers. So people need to play together to open this object layer by layer by clicking on the object, collecting prizes, and race to the center. So no one can get to the next layer until the previous one, is completely opened. It's better, sorry, still less than ideal. So no one can get to the next layer until the previous one is completely open. So it's a competitive game. So like you see like other people like right now trying to build something and to open to find, but it's also collaborative, work together to open a layer completely to get to the next one. And once someone gets to the center and takes the main prize, the game will end forever. So it means that it's a finite game. It will like last for a few months and then will end. So and the treasure is right now is USDT. So like we when we'll start the main game, we believe that our initial prize pool will be somewhere like around 2 million USDT, and with like one third of this prize pool to be hidden in the center of the object, and 2/3 spread all over its layers. So people will be finding USDT. And in order to do this, you need equipment, and we provide basic equipment for free. You see, these are like tools. Or you can purchase more advanced equipment from us, from our treasury. And when you purchase equipment, 50% from the sale contributes to the prize pool, meaning that the more people participating, the bigger the prize pool is, and bigger prize pool in return attracts even more people. So we hope to get to this effect when the prize pool will be that big that like more and more people will be joining, because it like become like viral and like big idea, and will be somewhere in the mainstream media as well. And but we'll see how it will play out. Right now, what we are doing, so we build this like simple beta, and we're doing small versions of the oct of the object. So like you see, this one it's about like 1 million cells and maybe several layers. So like team of like 1,000 people can open it just in 24 hours. So it's like very small object, and we hide in there like about like 3,000 USDT, like just for the sake of battle testing. And we're doing these games like mini games like this, like once a week or once in 2 weeks, growing our community, fixing bugs, learning, developing new features, and with the idea to launch the main game somewhere within the next couple of months, hopefully. So yeah, this is the oct. As I said, yeah, like the basic mechanics is mining. People also can create their own equipment by crafting simple equipment, by fusing two tools with one another. It's a way to create really advanced tools. Some of them would be like semi-automated, some of them will be fully automated as well. And yeah, the logic of the prize pool, as I mentioned. So the inspiration for the project is the Curiosity Cube game from 2012 by Peter Molyneux. In 2012, Peter created this huge cube with a mystery prize inside, and people were opening this cube for the 9 months, racing to the center. And once they got to the center, they learned that the main prize was the invitation to the next game. People were really pissed off, and there were like a huge scandal. And but while they were opening it, the process was super interesting. They came because of curiosity, but they stayed because they like start drawing art on the sides of this object. And there were like lots of communities around, and they were like at peak there were 4 million people like opening this cube back in 2012, which is like 12 years ago. So like now, like with the way more connected way more connected world, plus with the blockchain technology, with the like clear incentives, and with the like transparent price pool logic, we hope to bring even more people to the project. We'll see how it will play out. So as I said, it's like me and my co-founder Josh. We're both based in Lisbon. Excited with the project. Recently raised small pre-seed round from really cool founders. Keep building, keep experimenting, and growing it. These are tools. Tools are also very special. They instead of pre-render tools initially, we are building generative pipelines, and so the tools will be generated on the go at the moment of purchasing, and like every tool will be unique, and it will add a lot of fun. So you can also, as I said, you can fuse tools with one another and create new ones. It might be like additional nice, fine, interesting line of like playing the game. So like we believe that some people will be playing the game, and some people will be just growing their tools and selling advanced tools to newcomers. Yeah. Transparency is the key. That's why we're building the game fully on chain. So the object is on chain, and every click is on chain. Every tool is on chain as well. We're building it in iOS and Android, but also we're building Telegram client. Telegram is a big thing right now, and we think it might be interesting that you can access this object from like 3 clients at the same time. So like people from Telegram could compete with people from iOS or Android. And yeah, of course, accessibility is the key. So the game, while the game is Web3, it look as a Web2 game for newcomers. We use account abstraction, and it becomes like really Web3 only if you win something, and then you need to like actually cash out your prize. But we believe that like if people cash out, like want what you already have cash, they can do like whatever they needed to actually get until the end. So like we think that this like onboarding might make sense. These are some additional artifacts that you can find within the object, and you can use these artifacts to upgrade your tools or to exchange to various prizes. We're also thinking that we can hide in the oct not only USDT, but potentially various meme coins or even physical prizes. So we are like trying to think how we'll set up partnerships in the right way to maximize efficiency and to get maximum exposure and to cross-pollinate various communities within the game. This is like our ambitious plan, how we can grow like with this, I would say like jackpot mechanics. Like we really like we develop this mathematical model that, and we think it should play well, and by the end the game will be really really big. This is it. Yeah, here's the link if you want to try the game as well. Our community is small, but we just started recently, so and excited to move forward. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for the presentation, Andy. Actually, was super interesting because I encourage everyone to have a look at the Curiosity Cube because it's a very interesting story which happened in a few years back. And as you said, how they managed to build a huge community behind the expectation of a price, and that's super cool to see that you are building on this for something better and the on-chain version of it as well. So thanks a lot for that. Good to see you at Lisbon this week. And I hope you had a good time. And thanks a lot for your time today and for the presentation.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Going to Oleg. Oleg, if you're ready, the stage is yours.
Yeah, I'm ready. Flavian, thank you for inviting me. And guys, I'm really excited to be here. I know a lot of present members of BGA, and now I'm one of them, so I'm really happy. I made like a super good decision to go second because what we do is like has a really good synergy with what Andy just said. So we are doing consulting for last 5-6 years, and we are developing games mostly, but other projects too for startups like Andy has. We developed about 25 of them, and like using all our experience, we created some kind of framework that allows us to develop these games even faster. And last year, we decided to launch this solution for ourselves as a SaaS platform where small indie developers can try the market fit, like can try to develop the game on our platform using predefined mechanics. Because mostly all games using all same mechanics, especially for marketing. So we decided like you don't need to develop this over and over again. Okay, let me try to present my screen.
Okay, I think I can see it. Let me add it to the stage. Here you go. You're good to go.
Okay, so we are Gem Union, and we have developed a framework for blazing fast development of blockchain games. Most of the games has three major problems: a slow and abrupt development process, because it's difficult to find a good team from the get-go. Mostly you have your CTO that is really cool guy, but as project grows, he has to switch to other tasks, and the speed and the quality with new members just fallen like twice. So uh, that's what we solve, and it's a security issue because for small game to make a proper audit is kind of expensive. So all of our contracts is already audited by Certic and Hackers community of white hat hackers. Yeah, so our framework speeds up development of like, I want to say game, but it's not only for games. Like at the moment we are developing Launchpad, and before it was stacking platform, so it really saves you about 1 year of development, and you don't need to hire a team. Like you can be cost efficient uh, on this too. So we provide a team of experts who will help you to configure, to to set up your way to market using our solutions. Okay, our system consolidates 5 types of tokens: native ERC20, NFTs 721, NFTs 1155, and our own standard called ERC998 that we has developed in 2018. And that one allows us to build really complex RPG games because the character is NFT of this standard, and then it can have uh, equipment that is also can have slots for some gemstones and runes. So you can build a tree of tokens on a chain. And I want to refer to Andy again. He told like they're building the whole game on chain. That's what we do also. Everything what we do is completely transparent on chain. Yeah, we do something on server, but this mostly for presentation. So we did not develop anything new. We just gathered all common mechanics that startups using under one hood, and this means way of a startup looks pretty much like collective funds from investors, vested tokens. So you need tokens, you need vesting contracts. Then you go to say Uniswap, and you want to list it there, and then you want to collect the tokens back, so your token price is not dumped for the ground. So it's staking, it's some interest for staking, so it's a mystery box. And each of these are separate mechanics that we provide with our system. Our system is modular, so we can craft any type of a game or any type of a project using existing models. Just assemble it and push it to production. We have 3 types of product. So the first one is a platform that I told you before. The second one is a standalone product that on our SaaS platform, we want to grow small games until they get funds from investors, and then give them the whole product that they can use as they want. So the SaaS platform, it has some restrictions, like you cannot apply your own design, but on self-hosted solution, you definitely can do this. And then the third type, it's a 3 layers B2B2C platform, same like Launchpad, where you have your own B2B customers. Yeah, this is our key metrics. We launched about 25 projects for 5 years. Like we have pretty much pretty good amount of downloads of those games. You can check them on App Store and tell me Google Play. And our clients in total raised about 35 millions, which I guess is quite good. Definitely we have competitors. I'm not sure they're presented here in BGA, but they are on the market, and they have about 4 to 5 mechanics from what we provide. Like most of them provide the NFT store. Some of them provide gaming templates. Some of them solve some technical issues, but nobody has as much as we have. So I guess we have a chance to compete with them. And this is our path that we made since 2018. Um, Here are presented our biggest games. The Memory is the Bitizen was our first one. It was game incubator, like same as we are aiming to become right now. Um, the Memories was application for extended memory that got about $650,000 on Kickstarter and became the most founded application there that year at least. Then the Memoverse is the second part of that project that incorporates 998 tokens, and you can try this technology yourself. Um, the Pantheon was not so big game. Impulse was a quite nice Diablo-like game, and the Fitburn you can still play. It's a Dubai project for fitness. And of course, we have some plans and up until to become partner of Ubisoft and Blizzard. Here's our wonderful team. Most of the guys are located here in Bali, but some of them are in Europe. Me and my partner organized, like, created this startup in 2018, and since then we had grown to 7 members and about 15 contractors. Yeah, guys, thank you for your attention. That's it.
Thanks a lot, Oleg, for that. Let me just remove from stage your screen. Awesome. No, thanks a lot, Oleg, for that. As you said, super cool to have you as an individual member for quite some time and not helping the company itself and providing more, giving more chances to be more aware about every activity you do for your clients and for Ubisoft maybe in a few years, as you said. So super happy to have you. Thanks again for being here, and we'll have all the chance to organize panels with you for deeper conversations. So thanks.
Thank you, Flavian.
Thank you. Thank you a lot for your time. I would love to have, I know it's just for the sake of time for everyone, because we have 1 hour. I would like to go fast with the next speaker, which is Mati. If you're ready, would love to have you on stage.
Yes. We can start off with it. Firstly, thank you, Flav and BGA, for giving us this opportunity to have a global exposure. It means a lot. Thanks again. So I'll just give a quick intro about myself before even presenting. So I'm the co-founder of Zogger Games. I handle the business partnership, marketing, and human resource management. Right now, we are focusing in the development of a predominant game, which I'll be presenting right away.
Okay, same. As soon as I see it. Okay, I think I can see. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. And I think you are good to go. If you want to go full screen, if you can, just for everyone to read.
Okay, that's all right. I can do this way too, if everyone is okay with it. All right. So, back in 2023, we had the plans of evolving a gaming startup. That is when we thought of forming Zogger Games. So Zogger Games is mainly focusing on giving revolutionizing gaming experiences for both Web 2 and Web 3 players. We've been researching the market for a couple of years, and then is what we arrived at this decision of entering into the gaming market. So we saw that exponential growth of the gaming market from 2.2 million monthly active users, which is having a 272 billion economy in 2024, which is going to exponentially touch 426 billion by 2029. So there is where we arrived in forming Zogger Games. Also, we are touching the Web3 market. And we ideally found that there were few problems faced by the Web3 community, such as the onboarding challenges, the scalability issues, and lack of poor gameplay experiences and very limited access. That is when we thought, rather than giving a game bluntly to the market, we would initially give them solving the problems with simplified onboarding processes. We are in talks with L2 blockchains. And with the help of them, we would be solving the scalability issue as well. And our predominant effort that we are putting towards giving an immersive AAA level experience to the gaming community is because we are working on Unreal Engine 5 to showcase this game. This is where the development is going on. And we are focusing on broadening the accessibility too. So there are three approaches that we have been focusing on. That's the game, tech, and community. So not just the game alone, as said. On the technical aspect, we are trying to reach out to the best of the best blockchain and wherein we can have a single sign-on and a seamless wallet integration. To avoid the bots, we are working closely towards an identity-based onboarding. With a click of button, with your Google account, you should be able to get you onboarded. Is what we are majorly focusing on. And coming to the game, as I said, it is a triply realistic experience that we are trying to give, for which we are giving addictive game modes. We have single player and multiplayer modes. Not just stopping there, we are focusing on the reward systems and by having tournaments conducted. When it comes to the community, we are working towards building them. We are closely associated with the market makers, and this is being done because we are at the very initial stage, and we would definitely need something to be showcased. So we are working towards it. Right now, we are at the production stage. So Roadster Odyssey is the project that we are coming up with. Why Roadster Odyssey? This is a combat race genre that we chose because one sec. Yeah, combat racing game being the predominant aspect in the market right now. So we thought we would choose that genre, and we have been traveling that way. A quick run through about what Roadster Odyssey is all about. There was once a flourishing economy which later shattered, and the community had to be driven with the rulers who were not up to the mark. So thereby a new world order was created, and the only way of survival was either ride or die. So either you ride the races or die. This is what the concept that we came up with. And we have been successfully trying to achieve the concept. And we are working on an open world concept that we have, which I wanted to be precise about. And we are trying to localize the theme as well. And the Indian flavor is what we are trying to get into the picture. So the player's journey starts off by creating a war tag. War tag is basically the identity that they create for themselves, and this is carried out throughout the game. Once the war tag is created, the individual player can create their own characters. It's not just an existing character there, they can create their own in-game avatars. So what we have planned over here is we are trying to get MetaHuman from Unreal Engine, and we are trying to get the characters done by the players themselves. So it's like having ourselves playing the game. There are a lot of other vehicles, as this is a combat race game. There are a lot of vehicles which would be there. One part of it is these vehicles and weapons are customizable. So either we can use this just for the sake of journey, or since this being a combat race game, with the help of efficient ammunitions, the vehicles can be customized and they can be used as a they can be used in a combat race. So each player will have their own garage where they'll be customizing their vehicles as and when needed, because here when the game progresses, they will be having access to different NFTs, different cosmetics and skins, with which they'll be able to add more features and more power to their vehicles, thereby standing out in the leaderboard of the market. And workshop is basically a place where all the players can get together and have a strategic discussion as to how they can succeed this economy and rank top in the leaderboard. So creator ecosystem is a place where the upgradation happens. Mostly, whatever the vehicles, cars, and weapons, the vehicles and characters of the weapons the player has owned can be customized over there, and that creates a wholesome ecosystem over there. So one part of the revenue model which we have designed for player specific is the 3D print of in-game assets. Here, the player can literally print their own in-game assets, whatever they have created so far. This is like an added revenue system as well, and a privilege to the gaming system, gaming economy. So the game ecosystem starts this way. As I've already told, we are not just focusing on the Web3 side. We are also equally giving focus on the Web2 community as well, because Web2 being the massive community when compared to the Web3 world. So it is available for both of them. Just that the accessibility and there will be a limitation to the rewards and the possibility of the revenue. The accounts, as already said, it will be a seamless wallet integration which will be happening, and the in-game assets. We have the character, cosmetics, weapons. These serves as the NFTs, and this will add more value into the system. The monetization comes into the place where there'll be a lot of in-game purchases which will be happening with the assets that we have created. We have been working towards this, and very soon we will be coming up with a list of game assets that we have done. And decentralization is something that we've been working on. We are in tie-ups with the corporations who are willing to share their assets. So it is like one another association that we are planning to, and it is still in the process. So there is a single player and a multiplayer mode. In single player mode, it's just a story progression. It's for any random player who just wants to add value to themselves can join in and start off as a single player. When multiplayer mode, it's more of a race, and the fun play element is also there, but the competition is higher when it comes to the multiplayer mode. So these are the different modes that we have come up with. Death race, resource rate. These get intense as they keep moving through the modes. Also, so we are planning for a token launch in the month of September. So XORD, that's the token that we are being launching towards, and we also have Glory credit, Crown credit, and League credit. So these are things which would be adding on to the players' the reward system, and that gives them an added advantage as well. So as we are currently focusing on the production, and we will be coming up with the token launch by September. We are forecasting ourselves to launch the beta version by December. That is where we are right now, and we are in association with a lot of vehicle manufacturers, because that is one part of the reward system that we have been working on. And yeah, so the NFT marketplace integration is also happening very soon. So I just wanted to introduce my team. So here we are a 14-member team, out of which we have 7 dedicated developers, the development team, and we have a mix of community and market makers as well. Thank you. Would love to answer any of your questions.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the presentation. Really appreciate it. Let me just go back to the other mode. Okay, perfect. Okay, awesome. No, thanks a lot for the presentation. Super excited by the game. Obviously, new members presentation, it's an opportunity for you to present yourself. So it's mainly through a deck. But for the demo days that we have in bi-monthly basis, will be super cool to have you and see the progress of the game along the way. I can definitely feel the Indian touch of the game that you're deploying. So congrats for that, and will be super exciting to follow you on that. So thanks a lot for your presentation. Yeah, go ahead.
We'll be very soon coming with the assets, and we'll be launching our teaser very soon.
Awesome, cool. Looking forward to it. Thanks again for your press. Happy to have you. And going to our second Andy from Yom. So super happy to have you. If you're ready, the stage is yours.
Indeed, that's great. Thank you very much for inviting us here, and thanks very much for accepting us into the BGA. So just a little bit of background on Yom. Yom's been basically going for 4 years. For the last 2 years, we've been building the SDK and the dashboard, which I'll go into in a little bit more. Based in South Carolina, London is where the head office is. I'm actually in Barcelona, and we've got an office where the devs are, which is in Utrecht, which I always pronounce really badly, by the way. So sorry if I'm sounding a little rough. I've got hay fever coming. But basically, I mean, the thing about Yom is basically empowering cloud gaming. Okay, so we're basically looking at cloud gaming first of all, but then looking at the wider story, which is building the internet in 3D. So I was getting to my presentation, and I can talk you through a little bit more here. Okay, so I'm not sure if people can see that.
We can see it. If you want to go full screen as well on your set. Yes, we can.
Or not.
Can you hear me?
This is the first cloud gaming deep in, powering immersive experiences, 97% lower cost, which obviously is one of the massive issues with cloud gaming. So I'm not going to stop on this screen. There's a YouTube video which you can watch, which will allow you to watch a little bit more, watch our CXO actually talk about it. So again, look, from our perspective, we think browser-based gaming is the future. You know, one game built, that one game runs on a browser, any device, any game. Now, the problem basically that we're trying to solve at the moment is WebGL gaming is basically low quality, long dev cycles, has to be built for each individual type of platform. Cloud gaming, the two main issues there are high operating costs and high latency. So they're the two issues that we're focusing in on. The solution. So we built basically, we are an infrastructure business. We don't do content ourselves. So we've got 25 partners, and they're uploading more and more partners who are either gaming studios, animation studios, or kind of immersive experience businesses, metaverse businesses is another way to put it. And we are basically hosting their Unreal Engine businesses on the Yom platform. And we're using sort of idle gaming rigs with a minimum kind of power of an RTX 2080, which is obviously quite low, to power the deep-in network, which is basically taking power away from AWS and places like that and moving it to a decentralized structure where individual gaming PCs and individual gaming people can actually earn money. Normally when we do this presentation, we're talking to people who are not necessarily in gaming, but look, I'm sure everyone's seen this before, and 5 trillion as a metaverse figure from McKinsey has been shouted around for ages. But again, we see the infrastructure as a kind of unique place where we're coming at, and pixel streaming is where we're aiming at. So where are we? So we've actually got the SDK has been live for about a year now. Basically, you can upload your Unreal Engine game or immersive experience into one of our templates. It's multiplayer. It's got wallet integration. We've got voice and text chat. Actually, interesting enough, we tested the multiplayer sharding last week, and we managed to run 500 players in one shard, which was pretty crazy. You can then deploy it via the YOM app, which means you can deploy it to any website. So you could have, I don't know, Gucci has a game, for example. So you'd have gucci.com/game or immersive experience or whatever. We can stream it anywhere, and it's all Unreal Engine, so it's AAA quality gaming. Okay, so what's the product use cases? So the way that we sort of see this eventually is that everybody will be able to have their own internet in 3D. So every individual, every mom and pop shop, everyone in the world. The most logical places for us to go, first of all, are gamers, which obviously is why we joined the BGA. We think games that can be streamed, so anybody can get them and anybody can use them on their iPhone or whatever, is a kind of a brilliant scenario. So that's the use case one, which we think is massive. Second use case is immersive experiences. So basically, we've got quite a lot of AAA, well, I say AAA, more kind of big brand organizations that we're talking to who basically want to launch experiences that engage their customer base, engages them to buy more of their products, and engages them to more to be happier, and feel part of a community. So, it could be anyone from, as mentioned, Gucci earlier, through to Bugatti, through to Jaguar. These kind of short immersive experiences. The big bit as well, excuse me, which we're aiming at the moment is with the technology that we actually have, we can actually embed immersive experiences within other platforms. So within YouTube, within Twitch, within Netflix, within WhatsApp, within Telegram, all those places we can embed a URL, which is obviously very easy to do, which then allows access to an immersive experience. So if I give you an example, you're watching on Netflix Game of Thrones. You click on the button, and at the bottom of the episode, it says, click to next episode. We could have click to immersive experience. You click on the immersive experience, the game opens up within Netflix, so you don't leave Netflix at all. You can then, I don't know, engage with an AI character that basically tells you more about the storyline. You can go to a mini game, you can fire some fireballs at a castle, blow up the castle, and you get a 10% discount to go to the e-commerce store. So all this runs within the individual platform. So as I'm sure you guys know, Netflix and HBO and places like that, they don't like you leaving their platform. They want you to stay within it. This increases ROI for both products, Netflix, and for IP, which is pretty crazy. So where are we? Now, obviously, look, with the market landscape, I'll pick on that one first of all. We are high performance and we are high interoperable. Now, those are the two criteria that we really look at as the drivers for gaming and web browser gaming in particular. Now, obviously, look, if you're looking purely at price or you're looking at various other things, there are Steam and places like that would come ahead of us. But we think the two drivers of high performance and highly interoperability are killer. Where are we from a technical perspective? Well, we are the application, which is the SDK, which you literally only need a Phantom wallet or a Solana wallet. You link that wallet in, and then you can upload your Unreal Engine game into the application via the SDK, and that takes like 4 hours or 5 hours. I think we did the Matrix Unreal Engine game. We did that in like 6 hours. So again, it's really fast. We then host it, and you can manage it all via your dashboard. And then the infrastructure is the decentralized infrastructure that sits underneath, which basically enables the cost base to keep low. So I'll go into that now. So what's our go-to-market? So we have 25 studios at the moment. We're onboarding more and more gaming studios and animation studios at the front end. They are providing content, and they are bringing revenue through, first of all, by paying a monthly subscription fee of $249, which for 10,000 user sessions is pretty low. We wanted to keep that low because the long-term goal really is that, as I say, everybody will have their own immersive experience, and everybody will be able to build their own little platform. We are, for the deep in side of things, we are building our nodes, and our nodes at the moment are they've been in test environment and they work. We're going to do a node sale towards the end of the year, and the node returns, which are pretty killer, are anywhere from 120 to 400%. Now that's on full utilization of a gaming rig. And the 120% is if you have to buy the node and you have to buy the gaming rig. If you already own a gaming laptop that you can log into our network, you'll basically get up to, obviously, if full utilization, 400% return on your money, which is pretty good. Roadmap, again, I won't go into this in too much detail, but we're on track for where we are. We've got some really exciting stuff coming in the next couple of weeks, so watch. And obviously BGA has been exciting, but you'll see some more stuff coming soon. Founding team. So obviously that's me at the top there. I'm a serial entrepreneur, Web3, Web2. I've been involved in the Unreal Engine space for probably the last 2 years. Jeff is our CXO, which is Experience Officer. His background is Oculus and about 25 years building games. Now, while we aren't a content provider, we are keen to make sure that the actual products that get hosted on Yom are cutting edge, are gamified, have game loops, are interesting for people to come back to, and have that kind of stickiness that I think sometimes games lack, or metaverses or immersive experiences lack. And the third person on the core C-suite team is Jorrit. Now, Jorrit is basically, he's the brains behind this. So he created Yom. He built out first the SDK and dashboard, and now he's just come up with or built out the Deepin network, which has been literally 2 years in the building. So that's it. Now, just as a headline, we do have a ton of other advisors. We've got some guys from Paradox. We've got some futurists from Sony. We've got the guy that did the PlayStation 4. We've got the ex-CEO of Endemol, plus designers from Bugatti and all this kind of fun stuff. So we've got the advisor base, which is about 10 or 15. We've got 3 within the core team, and then we've got a great team of devs based in Utrecht, which is another 5, I believe, at the moment. And we are obviously continuously recruiting and building. Cool. Hopefully that's it. Did I cover everything there? Any questions?
Awesome. No, thanks a lot, Andy. Thanks a lot. Sorry, I'm trying to manage. I lost connection just before, and I will try to be very brief because we just have 1 minute. But I'm actually very, very excited by everything that you're doing. Like, I think we should capitalize a lot on your expertise around the subject of Deepin, because it's a new subject for a lot of person here. So capitalizing on what you do will be very helpful. And you define yourself what is the metaverse, like truly accessible by everyone. So I think there is a lot to learn from what you're doing for the other clients you have. And you said Utrecht. Utrecht. I'm not better at saying Utrecht. So you are you are better than me. But I know where it is for sure. And just to say that I see an opportunity for both of us to be at Gamescom and to have you at our booth doing Gamescom in Europe late August, because we offer the opportunity for our members to be at the booth, and we already secured the booth on our side, so it will make sense for us to welcome you at the booth.
Brilliant.
It's 1 hour. It was a mess on my side, and I'm sorry for that. And fortunately, the panelists today nailed it with their presentation. So sorry everyone on my side, but for the BGA members, I in the chat, in the Telegram chat, I introduced the live we are doing right now to the Telegram group we have with everyone. So if everyone would like to chat with these wonderful speakers and members, you have a chance as they are tagged. And I wish everyone a very good weekend. Have a good time. It's going to be a sunny weekend for me. Hopefully it's going to be for you as well. Oleg, obviously you are in Bali, so it's always sunny, but have a great time. Have a great time, and it was a pleasure to have you today.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Take care. Have a nice day. Have a good
Thank you.
weekend.
Take care.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
weekend.